Grüezi and welcome to Endless Space 2. I should say maybe welcome back or welcome again. It has been a very long time. The reason I'm back now is because I just saw that there was a patch for Endless Space 2. The patch is currently still in beta, so it's bound to be buggy, not complete, and so on. But they're working on reworking the Nakalim and Academy faction, basically the whole DLC. I don't even remember what it's called. Awakening DLC, and I think it's great because I absolutely hated the Nakalim. So let's see how this goes. I've already set up the game. Basically the only change I did was Pirate's difficulty, which I put up too hard, but the rest of that should be fairly standard. We can quickly look at
off the rust of our long rest.
Yeah, thank you.
And stride across the galaxy again.
Blah blah. Alright, we can quickly have a look at the things that we can see of the changes here. Some of the things have placeholder text, so just excuse that until the patch is out of beta, but there's been quite some changes. So let's look at The Last Empire. Yeah, not much readable here. What I can tell you is from the patch notes is that they changed the affinity entirely, in that they no longer have a remove science gain from planets, like specifically, but what they do is like all planets colonized will have a minus 50% fits income until you construct a new constructible, which is a temple, or rather the temple improvement. I'm actually not sure how it's going to work, but you have to have a temple which gives you the fits bonuses back and also converts science income to influence. So there's still gonna be no science from planets in the end, but what I'm not sure is whether the improvements are also affected. We're gonna see how that's gonna work out. I would assume they are, because I think they're still supposed to be the science lackluster people. But yeah, you're gonna have temples which put a malus into a bonus, basically. I'm not sure how this is balanced, because they already had a bad start. I don't know whether they were in any way OP that I was not aware of, but yeah, I don't like them, so I'd never played really with them. So let's look at the pops. This is a huge change. I don't honestly know what they had before, but having an approval modifier and a 2 fitzy on happy, this is awesome. This is very strong, and yeah, honestly, I can't think of many bonuses that you can even do in custom factions that are much stronger. 2-3 come to mind. Very nice change, very strong pops now. The Sermizala were also changed. They now give dust on happy and food. I don't know what they had before, but I think it's also an improvement. I think the bonus was smaller. Forgotten Lore has been changed a little bit, in that there is now a second version of the trait that is available for custom faction building that only gives the first tier of technologies. But honestly, I think for the Nakalim it doesn't matter. I think that's still more or less the same. Then beliefs and not breakthroughs. I'm pretty sure that works more or less the same, but I'm also not so sure about that. Then the slumbering ruins. So in the patch notes they mentioned that 2 systems are going to be marked as a slumbering ruin, and upon colonizing them, or claiming, renewing, something like that, those systems, you will get a random assortment of major populations, or populations from major factions, as well as some improvements, if I remember correctly. And that could be interesting, but I'm not sure whether it's going to be good enough. Who knows where those might be. They also said that they might be tied to some quests. Not sure whether those are finished yet or something, so we'll see about that. Then apathetic colonists just means that they will send out less food from existing systems to new colonies. I think like 20%, 25% less, which decent, I guess. I mean, they sometimes struggle with growing the first system, so might be helpful. Constellation vision, right? So upon starting the game, you will see the entire constellation that you're in, which is a very big change. I think that gives you a very big tactical advantage. Also makes sense from a roleplay perspective, but yeah, basically you will do less scouting and more curiosity exploration, or whatever that's called. Don't remember the terminology, it's been way too long. We still start in Sobra, we'll still start as a republic. We do also start as a religious. I think nothing much has changed here. There's been also some other changes, like balancing here and there. But yeah, we'll see when or if it comes up. For now, I think we should just jump into the game. Yeah, the settings pretty much same as usual, so let's get started.
I look out and see the glory and power of the Nakalim Empire. Our trade routes bring the wealth of worlds to our doorstep. And our military maintains the peace. Now, the messengers of our gods awaken my people from their sleep, calling upon our strength. Prophecy said our time would come. I say, muster the fleets, for that time is now.
So that was the intro, and we've got a lot of notifications already, probably because we see a lot of systems around us. So let's quickly go through those notifications. We found a new luxury, Jadonics. Do we see where? I don't want to look around too much, but might also just be from a minor faction. So let's look on. We found Sermizala, Yusho, the Either, Remnants, and Illo. I like the Illo very much. We found a neutron star. We did find Cravers in orange, basically our neighbors. I do not like that, but we'll see how this goes. We also found the Riftborn home planet over there, so they're going to be competing with the Cravers. We'll want to make allies with them. Pretty sure that's going to be the right play. Bagaba, nice. Then we also found Transvine. Could be very interesting, especially because we have the +2 fits on Happy, Fitzy even. Neutron Star, Solar Nebula. There's a lot of those around. Maybe we'll have also the oh, what are they called? The stealth guys. We found 20% of the galaxy. Nice. Neutron Star, Asteroid Field. Nothing spectacular. Another luxury Ratsang. Again, might only be from the minor factions. We'll see. There is a lot of minor factions around me. I might need to take advantage of that. Then we have our hero. Now there have also been changes to the heroes, twofold at least. So they changed the way relics are assigned, so it can assign only one relic to a hero from now on. And they also completely overhauled the tag tree basically for them. Not sure whether that's in yet or what that might be. I mean, this looks like it's been changed. Minimum fits title to 2 on planets. No idea what that might do. Happiness malus reduction on planets. Might be nice. That, like happiness malus from anything. Oh no, that's probably like if the planet type is like toxic and it's -8 approval, then it's gonna be 20% less. That's actually not that helpful if it's that, because I mean you can just terraform it, so not that great. Vision tooltip override, no idea what that might be. It's colorful, can tell you that. Actually, what's the basic bonuses here? 10 science per anomaly. If we have an anomaly, I'm going to plonk him down immediately. Not on the starting planet, I'm not gonna be able to colonize those anytime soon. Actually, Arid I might. Yes, Arid I will be able to colonize. So we'll see whether those have anything particular. What was it? Curiosity. Anomalies. I mean, I do have one anomaly, so how long does that take? 6 turns? That's honestly not too long. But that just probably means I will let the hero scout for 10 turns and then reassign, which is generally it's the best practice anyway. Come on, open up. So how fast can you go? 5 is not quite fast enough for my taste. Where are my engines? I will have this engine and then probably 2 probes. I'm actually not sure. Let me just check quickly. Loose changes. Yes, confirm. I want to see how quick those are. That's 7 speed. This one would be 5. I think that's fine. I think this engine should be okay. So let's put... it messed it up. Great. Let's put 2 probes. I'm gonna switch that out. I'm actually not... I will not be able to afford better modules, so let's just switch those to the basic modules. And for weapons, I'm gonna probably go with my all-time favorite, which is lasers and beams. It's just the most effective. Maybe they'll eventually change something to that. They said something about the combat overhaul, but that might not actually happen anytime soon. Also, I think I've never looked at the ship from the front. That looks somehow funny and nice. I don't know. I like it. Yeah, I think that is fine. I changed weapons, I changed armor and probes, and I can no longer afford it. Why is that? Oh, I chose the wrong lasers. That's probably why. Where are they? Here. There we go. I even saved 3 spacebooks, or dust as it's called here. So I'm gonna use this fleet with the hero to look at those probes and then reassign the hero, because then that gives me experience to the hero regardless for both, because like he doesn't have any probes, so he can just move around, but he still benefits from the curiosities. So let's get those 2 and let's have a look at what we found. So that's the hero. We found Dustidious trees. Interesting. Dust might be useful to us. We found also antimatter. That's great to have on a starting planet, honestly, or on a starting system. Hollow planet. Okay, don't really care that much about that. Team spirit is honestly not that great if I remember correctly. Also some mutated flora, where the tooltip is obviously missing because they still have not gotten rid of that bug yet. We probably don't see it here, right? Well, probably some food and approval maybe. Something like that. We already got a level, and I will have to decide where to put him down, honestly. Is the him even? I don't know. Moria. I don't know. It. They. Who knows? I mean, how many anomalies do I have now in my systems? That's 3. That's 30 science. In the beginning, that's quite a lot of science, honestly. He is a seeker though, so they're better suited for fleets. We have, how many fleet skills do we have here? That's Senate, that's decent. That's fleet, that's decent. That's fleet, so we have 2 fleet, 3 fleet. I mean, this is pretty balanced, 50-50. So I think, yeah, it makes more sense to have a fleet hero. If he's a fleet hero, I will probably want to have probe recovery rate very early on. That's usually one of my major pain points. Actually, let's look at this. So, no good title yet, but we will get hero recovery rate, experience points on hero, and less assignment duration. Don't usually care about that. Damage, evasion, shield, and health on fleet, that's nice. Also on system is not too bad, honestly. You'll have to get to ecstatic consistently, but not too bad, honestly. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the prophetic probes. I'm sorry that I'm taking a bit longer than usual to go about this, but it's been a while and I'd rather not make too many rash actions. So since the cravers are gonna come from down there, and they will probably like settle towards Libra, GM, Horolium and Sirius, I would assume at least. I think I will still try to go for the remnants. Actually, what is their bonus? Improvement destruction systems, that's quite worthless to be honest, but I think we should make first contact with all of them. That should give us at least... I'm actually not sure, it should give us something. I thought like you'd get +1 passive bonus, but that might just be, yeah, that one is what I meant. That might just be because they are they're temperate. I think that's... What's that? They're Warmonger, yeah, I think the Warmongers don't have that. Also Pragmatists don't have that. So yeah, Remnants, not a big fan. Relic Paddlers, this is actually huge. I do want the either. Academy Ally, I mean I kinda have to get them because I'm playing the Nakalim, so I'm supposed to at least try it out. And the Mud Stompers is not that useful in my opinion. So I think I'm gonna go to Sylphie first. Can you actually reach there? Not in one turn, but maybe you'll have a probe by next turn. And then I guess I'll just spread out. Which one did I not command yet? This one. Alright. So, we've set the paths. Let's look at to build. So, this is basically a no-brainer. We're gonna start with drone networks. This one has a changed title. This one gives 10 signs per cold. Interesting. Also, I would like to see this here. Okay, so we still get minus 50% signs. So we see 10 from Galactic HQ, but we only get 5 from that. So we still only get 50% signs. It's what I expected. So this is also only going to be 5 per cold. It's still a decent improvement though, I think. It's still unique. This has been not changed. This is different. Defending troops, health on awoken slumbering ruins. Okay, that's just for this special type of system, I guess, to make it a bit more defensible. And then we have this one here, Cathedral to the Lost. So this is something you can build when you have the temple thing on all planets. And this gives another relic slot unlocked on Empire, vision range, don't really care about that. System influence radius, that is a big deal. This has been a big problem with me with the Nakalim, that the borders just grew very, very slowly. And with the cathedral, maybe you can do something about that. Then also 50% FTSE, that's very great, and health regeneration ratio on fleets, that's nice. I was reading something about damaging enemy fleets while they're in your territory, but it's not written here anywhere, so maybe they didn't implement that yet. But yeah, anyway, so drone networks, and then we might consider getting the arid planet, and then getting something like sustainable farms, and then scene industrial, but we'll look at that then. The more important question also, we should probably put encryption on our system and start hacking those that we want to get immediately. I forgot how to hack. I think these are more important, right? Curiosity discovered on Empire, this is going to be a huge early science and early dust boost. So I want to get those early. I'm going to put an accelerator on it just so it might change something. I'm not actually sure it will, but yeah. So we did that. The biggest question, obviously, which tech should we go for? Generally, I'm inclined to go for something like, yeah, here, right? The wormholes, because otherwise you're stuck in your starting constellation. Then again, we have the, what is this, colliding galaxies constellation, and this is actually, no, not no, I can't talk. yeah, galaxy, right? Galaxy generation is two colliding galaxies. This gives us a very huge constellation to start with. We have 3 other players. I think it's not that important. We can even like trade with the Riftborn eventually. So honestly, I'm not so concerned about like escaping. So I think Hawking Radiation Dowser is not that important just yet. This is, oh, we can't actually colonize desert yet. But this is arid. It looks like desert because of the dense atmosphere. Terraforming might also be nice. From sterile type to other types. This might be useful. Like, can allow us to get this one up to arid. Might consider that. We have all the science stuff. I mean, we could also go for something like, you know, antimatter, because we have a deposit on our planet. Then again, on which planet is it? We could even mine it. That's an option. Resources, that's honestly not that helpful. Honestly, antimatter by itself will not do us any good. I'm also looking at trading, because trading is a way to make science. Not a lot, generally, but Riftborn are generally not too bad with science. We can give them the technology and then trade with them. Obviously, being able to buy heroes, also a big deal. So I'm probably inclined to go one of those two. We have decent military tech for the moment. We have our ship. I think that's good enough for the moment. I think they're pretty decent small vessels. We don't need systems yet. National Museum might be nice, but I don't think that's quite a requirement just yet. Yeah, honestly, it's either science or trade. Given that generally it's better to focus on what your faction is strong at, I'm inclined to go trade over science. I mean, percentage are still very nice. Still very nice. Oh, this is new. 30 science on Awoken Slumbering Ruins. I'm not gonna have those for a while. 30 science on the Cathedral. So again, we need to keep in mind that's only 15. Then 10 science just so from the building, and 5 for every relic. Honestly, not a lot, but you know, we'll have to make do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go this way, and I think we will get systems before we were able to trade. I think I'm gonna go with impactless site and then probably into commercial frameworks after that. So yeah, let's do that. We have set a building, an improvement, and now we just need to select a law. We start with 0 influence, so it's either Toys for Boys, Super Tax Act, or nothing. We're currently content, and we're gonna get more out of our pops if we get them happy. Is it gonna be worth the industry? 10% of that is 5.8, so it's basically 6. We'll get 4 additional ones from these, so for industry it's not worth it, but everything else will grow quicker. So we trade 2 industry for 4 of all the other resources. I think that's worth it. Plus we'll get an overall bonus as well from the what's it called, Empire approval, right? Yeah, I think that's still worth it. We'll also get a percentage here, obviously, of food and influence. Yeah, we went down 1 actually, right? Was it 58? Was it 56? Don't remember. Anyway, that was probably the longest first turn I've ever had, so let's continue. I will have to look again at the religious laws that we start with, because I'm not sure. Maybe we'll get something special here. We get more money or we get food. This might actually be very nice once we have the arid planet colonized, because that's gonna be quite a lot of food more. For the moment though, I think I'm just still gonna go with species stability. Honestly, the Zermizala are not that interesting as a population, and this is just 20 more money at the moment, and it's only gonna get better. My ships are flying. Let's look at these curiosities. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I think, we can talk to them already, right? We can just not praise them, we don't have the influence. But honestly, I'm hacking these people, I think that's fine. So I'm just gonna sit here and, yeah, gather up those curiosities. Not very efficient, I know that, but I think that's fine. We found a pistis. Now this, I think, is huge. Not only 5 food on sterile is gonna be awesome, which we have on our home planet, but it's an additional pop. That's just a free pop. I think that's great. But on the other hand, not much to do on this turn, so we'll just skip to the next one. So we already have a probe back. I think that's very nice. So what we have here, we did find some deciduous trees again, and you have no probes yet. Oh, actually, never mind. You do both have probes. I should just look at the probes. So I don't think it matters really. Another antimatter. I do like antimatter because it's used for lasers and a lot of nice improvements. That's a lot of curiosities. Nice. And adamantium, also nice. We have both of those resources in our vicinity. No titanium or what's it called again? Hyperium in the vicinity though, so that might be a problem. But again, we can just buy it on the marketplace basically. Do we have enough to buy anything yet? Soon actually, because we can start with the level 2 modernization very early on, so maybe we can get the deciduous trees, buy some more, and then yeah, get more money more early. Because as far as I remember, we can also buy out, right? That's the, yeah, that's here. We can buy out buildings. That can be very useful. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this in the queue. I don't think... How long is this gonna take? 5 turns? I mean, I don't get an immediate bonus. I will get a bonus once my hero is here. What turn is it? 3. No, I think that works. I might be 1 turn too early, but I think that's fine. Also, can I build temples here? I can indeed, and it does not have any text associated with it. Alright, can I actually see this negative that we have here? It doesn't really show. Does it show here? Consumption. There doesn't seem to be a malus associated with it. Maybe it's not implemented yet? I don't know. We'll see. We'll explore as we go. I have to check the marketplace like every turn to see whether there's enough deciduous trees available. We have found proto-orchid. Who has found that? Is it maybe from the pistis? That could be. Maybe it's the pistis. Ah, yeah, they need proto-orchids. That's fine. Is it orchid or orchid? I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna build that and see how that gets done. How quickly am I growing population now? It's still slow, but better than it was before. We do have another probe here. We found titanium now, that's great. I'm intending to take this system by being friendly, so having a titanium source, awesome. Our hero can go down to get more explored there with the remnants. I mean, I'm gonna take them if I'm allowed to do that, but it's not a big priority. I do have the influence for boosting one, and I think we're gonna do that with the Sermizala. Ooh, that might be interesting. It is an entirely different constellation though, so... What do we have here? We have Auriga. Honestly, I mean, there's Mediterranean and Savannah. I would like to get that. I would really like to get that. So maybe I should also build a colony ship. And I think I'm gonna build cheap, upgrade expensive. Something like... Can I even build it like this? I wonder how expensive this is gonna be. doesn't actually tell me how much more expensive it's gonna be. But it's 50 production, that's like 1 turn. And I'm gonna be able to put 2 engines on it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna build it naked, basically. And do that upgrade afterwards. It's even like 2 turns. I think this is optimal, because now I will have a colony out. I can travel, right? I can travel here. Yeah, I can. Warp drive. Perfect. I found Auriga. Yeah, we can do some more probing here. Nice. And send the ship over. What did we actually find? We found permanent monsoon and life puts away. Both pretty garbage in my opinion. Faction quest. So we have already investigated a lot of curiosities. We need to do 8 more. Should have probably done that before. So we'll have 3 here. We'll have another 3 here. I think it's fine. We're gonna have Fachis too, so that should be okay. 4 food improvements gonna take probably longer. So let's do Rise Up for now. I do like the religious party in general anyway, so only in games though. But that's just a personal matter of taste, so you do you. Let's just hack them again. For now we'll get, actually that's the wrong button, I wanted to click here. 9 per turn for at least 5 more turns, that's like 45. Honestly, I'm not even sure I need to hack them again. But I already put it in action, so I might just be able to make the interaction more cheaper. The, what's it called, bribing or assisting action cheaper. Which is fine as well. Let's get Ash first, and then we'll do the added ones. We found Destructive Salvager. Honestly, not that interesting. Now, there has been also a change apparently to, what is it actually, where is it? To something like this, the Debris Analyzer gives 50% less science. Apparently it was OP, so they nerfed science, I don't know. The other version of it, I think the Hyperion version is unlocked via Curiosity, so I don't know about that. I mean, this might still be a nice early source of science. Maybe we'll get some pirates that we can exploit for science, we'll see. Here we'll have one of the 2 remaining ones, or one of the 3 remaining ones. Now there's only 2. Fleet Accelerator. Now this might be interesting. Expensive, but interesting. Yeah, I like that, especially with our sources here. Also, I should have checked the marketplace. I did not do that, and now we can still not afford it. So, no harm in that, I guess. We could actually sell some resources to accelerate some of these. And maybe I should. Like, I will not need those for a very long time, and I have already access to them, so I might as well. This would give me the planet, but I don't think I need the planet just yet. What about food? Honestly, food might be interesting. It's gonna give us 10 for the moment, 10 more when we colonize the other one. Yeah, I think that's decent. That's gonna accelerate our growth significantly, I would say. The other option would be Sino-Industrial Infrastructure, but that would only be a total of 20 industry eventually. I think we need to food more at the moment. The number of turns might be okay. I hope it's gonna be okay. Unless we find another pop, then we're gonna be a bit full in the system. But yeah, let's do that. I could have actually also bought out the ship, but oh well. 1 turn wasted, I guess. We still have enough money to upgrade the ship, I would assume. But yeah, now we have 45 food instead of 35, and it's gonna grow 1 or 2 turns quicker. I didn't actually check. We have 1 more probe here. The skill does not seem to take effect, because otherwise we should get some turns with 2 probes per turn. So maybe it's not fully implemented yet, I don't know. Transvine, that's also pretty cool. We have 5 at the moment. I thought we already found at the beginning. But also there's not enough on the market, so again, doesn't really matter just yet. that also changed. I haven't actually paid attention to that yet. This Temple Relics branch, this is new as far as I can remember. Yeah, for now we just have this 50 signs from the relics. And we're probably gonna keep it there for a while until we have, you know, a decent income of signs. So let's just upgrade our ship quickly to include the saddle system as well as the engines. I think that's all I need here. I could theoretically buy 2 Hyperium. How much is that? 60. Let's check how expensive it is to upgrade that ship, because I want to kind of min-max this a little bit. So this is 161, this is 207, it's gonna cost me 60, that's affordable. Let's do that. 2, I think it was 2, not 2 each. Otherwise we'll miss it to market again. Yeah, 2 in total. And then decolonizing 1 and save. And now we can upgrade that and get the hell out of here. That's 4 turns, decent. I don't think anybody's gonna beat us to that. It would be a shame. Usually the academy would spawn somewhere around here. They have changed the aggression of the academy, at least for like fleet combat. I'm not sure whether they also tweaked the expansion, because that's honestly my biggest problem, when you just have them gobble up every single system. Yeah, so we're cordial with them. They give us some resources. We actually get some signs from them. Nice. We get the bug. That's very common. We do have both our scout ships here, so we can get the last 2 probes, or the last 2 curiosities. And Transvine again, and more trees. Okay, now we should be able to do the thing I was talking about. 15. Now I just don't have any money. Now that's an entirely different problem. So what can we sell? We could sell the vine. Honestly, it's probably the way to go. It gives us 140. And how many do we need? With 15, we need 25. That's 10. Quick maths. We need exactly 200. 140, that's enough. Let's do that. 200. I think it's a decent investment. I think we're gonna go heavy on money, or like heavy-ish. 3. How long is the cooldown on my hero? 2. So I think I still want this to finish, because this is gonna take a turn. On the other hand, that's 180 dust. Not sure what I'm gonna do with 180 dust. I will get 10 signs. No, that's totally not worth waiting. Yeah. So you have 1 more here. Honestly, also my scout ships, they will probably just also fly over there. It's gonna take them a bit longer because their engines haven't been upgraded. Let's actually check the ship design here. Not much more to upgrade here, honestly. I would like to replace the probes though. I don't like those basic probes. These at least respawn quicker. And yeah, I'm not actually sure I can upgrade them there anyway. They're not friendly with me yet. We might do that once it's in our territory, because right now there's nothing I can do about that. So let's just send them over. We found blue cap mold. That's very nice. It was down here, I think. Yes, it was. And our hero ship is done here. Where should he go next? He, she, it, they, whoever. I haven't looked at the ILO. They have just a behemoth awe. Not that interesting, to be honest. There's also no more curiosities here. There is already kind of a conflict here between the Riftborn and Cravers. I would assume that the Cravers win this. Ooh, it doesn't actually look that way. Depends a bit on the ships coming in, because I think the timer doesn't include those, but this might actually complete before, and that would be very good. Would it be good? Not entirely sure. Oh, do I already have a second colony here? Yeah, I mean, the Riftborn will definitely win this conflict. I have to observe that very carefully. I think I'm gonna introduce myself here.
We have come to
The earlier they know, it
Something
robot
else.
knows me,
Some things in this cosmos we have come to understand.
the better long-term relation we're gonna have, I think, because like if I don't interfere with her, I'm gonna just say her. For me, it's a female voice, so it's gonna be her. Right. Oh, there is a curiosity on Quadus. So let's go there. I thought there was none. I didn't see it before. Alright, that's it for this turn. Let's continue. Our hack should, I think, arrive soon. Next turn, looks like. And then we can make the assist action cheaper, which is going to become relevant the turn after. We have still the same bug where it doesn't show anything here. Right, I think we just click. Yeah, we just let them do their movement and click on. Because I don't think I have to check the marketplace at the moment. There's not much to do. We can always sell resources to accelerate some of these. Actually, we might be able to do something here. I'm not going to use those shroomies anytime soon. The titanium, I will keep 2. And the price has just changed. Marvelous, but I think that was a luxury. We'll just sell 3, so we'll have 2 to build the engine. Competitive quest for the what are they called? Behemoths. Don't really care about that much, can't really contribute. We are going to uncover secrets. So next turn we'll be able to assist and the cost will be lower. In the meantime, we're starting on these guys. Because this might be important, I don't know yet. We'll see how this goes. What do those do? Honestly, not that interesting. I'm also not thinking about like converting systems from the Riftborn. I would like to trade with them if possible. I might need to do some like surgical strikes against players on the other half of the galaxy, because there I might be able to get some what's it called, some nice settlements down to push my borders out, gobble up some systems for the academy. We found Shattered Crust, not interesting, but science, nice, and another skill point, that's also great. I said something about putting the hero on the planet. I'm not actually sure about that. It would give us a boost early on. That's another 7.5 science, another 5 science. I mean, that was the whole plan all along, so maybe I should stick with that. Yeah, let's go. We have a decent number of populations actually. We're gonna have at least 5. It's 10 resources, that's more than I get with others. I mean, the food is also decent here. That's another 5 food, more or less, plus 5 approval. It's not gonna have an impact, as I don't believe. So this was basically a waste. This didn't seem to work. But oh well. But it says exploration ships. But usually that also applies to heroes. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna stick this one on the planet for a while. Yeah. I kind of want to go with Optimal Operations Expert here. Science is nice, but it's gonna take us a long time anyway, so I don't think it's gonna have that big of an influence. So next turn we should be able to reassign. Next turn we're just gonna do one more curiosity, which should do our quest, and then yeah, that sounds very like a good plan, honestly. Let's just hope there's no big ships here. The Riftborn did indeed win the conquest on that planet. I do hope they win here too, because a crippled Craver is not really worth anything. I quickly have to get out of here, and that was a mistake because now I have to delay the hero action one more turn. That was not very smart. I do also get some more science now from the relic. It's down to 20 turns now, which is nice. I did find Hyperium, that's also very good. Assign a hero to Groose. Well, I was about to do that anyway. So yeah, I guess we'll do that next turn and then wait for it to level up. We are now amicable with the Eider here, so let's just assist them and hope we get any decent quest. Search the curiosity in Libra. I might delay for another turn after. This here will never land on the planet.
The hive cares a little for the...
I don't care about you either. Thank you. Reveals hidden notes. I think we might have already had that information more or less anyway. That's interesting. Oh, this is a slumbering ruins. What a garbage system. Why would I ever want that? I mean, like, seriously, one planet? Okay, this is... I didn't even see that before. This is another one. That one makes sense. That's 4 planets, and there's a unique one there as well. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Also, the city's trees. Nice, we're gonna be able to use that. I'm Sovereign. I got a pop. And actually, that's probably right in time. So let's look at the distribution here. So we have 2 times happy and 1 times sterile. So the Epistis are gonna stay on Sobra. And I might have to consider turning off that law, because the Epistis is a pop that I like to grow, honestly. Not so sharp on the other 2, but... Or on the Sermizala, but the Epistis are nice. Did I click that? Maybe instinctively. I don't remember doing that. It is... How many do I have? 3. That's 30 dust right now. What else would I... I mean, the fertility bill makes sense. I can put some more people on the arid planet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Also, Toys for Boys. Not sure whether it's still very impactful. I am devoted though, so maybe I'll keep that for now. How much is that causing? -10. That is quite a big deal, honestly. What about this? Like, the average output here is 20. Here we'll have 10, 20 also. But a bit more, like, distributed. We do not get the signs from pops, but we do get signs from our pop, interestingly. I think I'm gonna disable species stability. I think I want some Epistis, and this seems just nice. That's 10 Fitzy per anomalies. That's 1. That's 3 food per pop. That's 12 food. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's growing much quicker now. Okay. Next job is probably Sino-Industrial Industries. That's 20 industry. I think it's worth it. It's gonna pay off quite a long time actually to pay off. But I'm not sure what else I'm gonna build instead. Let's just leave it open for now. Our colony ship has arrived. Marvelous. I assume we do this. Probably on the Mediterranean. I can't say that today. This is more balanced, but I think industry is more important early on. I like this one. This is nice. So what did that do? Okay, we get a temporary effect for 10 turns. This is basically like the... oh, what is it called? The bonus from the Volters, no? Or at least similar to the bonus from the Volters. I've never seen 111% approval. They must have forgotten about the cap. Anyway, that's interesting though, so because like they must have changed something, the underlying thing. Okay, there are already some buildings built here. Not all of them, but the basic 2 buildings are built. Interesting. Even the infrastructure one already as well. Huh, that's nice. Actually, then I'm just gonna grab this planet because that's gonna give us industry, and I think I'm gonna follow up with public-private partnerships as well. Do I see this like negative anywhere? That minus 50% anywhere? Doesn't seem to be the case. Minus 50%. What was that? A star system. No, it doesn't appear to be in the game, honestly. Nice. I mean, I'll take it. Oh. Oh. I keep the colony ship. Do others also have that action? No, it doesn't appear to be. I still don't think this, what is it, this system is worth going for. Out of curiosity, does it mark more systems? Yes, it does. So I could just like fly over there. I think I'm gonna use my petitioner here to scout a little. There is a manufacturer, I should have gone that way, but oh well. We do now gain also titanium as a passive income, that's nice. And I think that's it for this turn, right? Seems to be struggling a bit. So they have spawned fleets. I did not want to click that away. Ooh, we found amoeba. Fachis 3. Where is that? I did not do that. Did it do that by itself? This is cool. I mean, I'm not sure whether it's supposed to happen. But it just finding amoeba, I'm totally cool with that. Ceremisala are now cordial. That's cool. We'll keep working on them. So these people have arrived. So let's just quickly get those out of the way. And I do also now want to upgrade our aspirants to give them... I don't think we can give them better engines yet. Actually, we could. Yeah, I think I was gonna totally do that. And better probes. I don't think it's worth it to invest in any like weapon and defense modules. The ship is quite nice outfitted for like combat with 2 weapon modules and defense and so on. But I don't think it's necessary. But I think I will include them in like a fleet loadout. But probably as a separate design. Like if you look at the Squire, it has 2 weapon slots. It's basically the same ship. It has one more defense slot instead of a support slot. There are super spots somewhere, and I don't like those. They're fairly useless. I did find some more Dust Sidious trees. How many of those do we have? 7. I want to buy some more, if there are any. 14. That's not quite enough. I think... Is anybody else buying them? Doesn't look like it. Some people have sold some. I mean, this might also be a buy, not sure, or maybe a sale, then it goes down. How many? I think let's just get them. I'm getting no income at the moment, so any that I can get is good. I'll check back next turn or so. Don't want to do anything with my dust. This would be nice. Maybe you can afford that somehow. Let's sell the super spots. They're useless anyway. I have not upgraded my ships yet. I should probably do that before I do anything else. There we go. Now I can sell the rest of it. It's not quite enough yet to do anything else meaningful. Yeah. I found the sours. Interesting. That's quite decent, honestly. Quite decent indeed. And I would like to go up somewhere towards whatever system that is. It's so far away though. If I can get it, I will get it. This is a very fast colonization method if you can get those systems, honestly. I will need some more better engines on this. I like this change. This makes exploration with the Nakalim rewarding in a way that they haven't been before. Another thing to note, I have not actually found any relics anywhere. I don't know whether I need to travel the systems to find them, but given that I have vision, I would assume that I don't need to do that. So those ships are done here. I think I'm gonna split them up and send them both ways, even though they can't actually move anywhere. I think I'm gonna send one over here. I'll praise those guys twice, and then the rest I'm gonna do with the probes. Now, improvement on Gruz is completed, which is great. I will check the market quickly. No trees just yet. The Yusho are now cordial too. How much science are we getting from manufactions? Almost 30. That's nice. That's good. Same bug as usual. That was just this building. Let's think here. What options do we have? We could start with a fleet, though I'm not sure that's gonna be that impactful just yet. I would really love to know... Oh, this costs a relic. Interesting. So from the patch notes, it's gonna be removal of signs. 6 signs, don't really care about that. And removing a negative, which I don't see. You know, we will never know until we try out. We'll just need to keep an eye out on the output here. It's in the like mid-30s. We did also find the... what are they called? Mavros, right. That's not a Mavros symbol, that's the Galvaran. Oh, we found both at the same time. There's so many minor factions around. Maybe they tweaked that as well, that we're more likely to find them. Both factions, if I remember correctly, yes, huge. That's huge. I want you guys. I need you. Wanna be best friends? I'm actually... I want them so much I'm gonna send the ship over right now. Ship builders is decent, but honestly not that big of a priority.
What is your objective?
I'm trespassing? Oh, I forgot about you. I'm gonna be out here in a moment, don't worry. That's one manufacturing, and then I'm just gonna assign my hero here. And then you can say that I did not actually do anything bad in your lands there. So we do also get 30 deciduous trees, which I already forgot about, and means that I can do this here. I will accept. For some reason that did not change the trigger that it usually does. It does really look bad for the cravers here, to be honest. Good for me, but yeah. Drift butts. Probably from those guys. Do you like drift butts? Yes, they like drift butts. Titanium, that's a lot of titanium. And blue cap mold. What do we get here immediately? We get a hot gas planet and also obviously level 2 immediately. Then definitely the throw networks, and I think monsoon is gonna be next. This is gonna give us 10 food, but honestly the food is decent. I think this is more important. We're gonna be growing in Nakalim pop anyway, and they want to live on the monsoon, not on the hot gas. That's gonna be reserved for the either, which, you know, decent pop as well, on gas that is. Nothing interesting here, I think. Yeah, I think left. Galactic left, you know, the usual. We did find Academy system, but I cannot go more left here, so let's go on there. Interesting that this hasn't triggered anything yet. Usually I thought that would trigger an event. Oh, it already counts that in. Has it already completed? No, it has not. It's still... It has changed. Why has it changed? Like mid to high 30s, basically. Oh, that was a decent jump, honestly. That was like 35. Can I actually see it here? No, it does not show me. Throw networks, percentage bonus. It must be just a 10% percentage bonus then. Although no, this is from like the anomaly with the law that I have. Hero starting skills, cerebral reality. What's this one called? It's not. Oh, this one. No, it's not even listed anywhere. Weird. So we get a load of money. Actually, I like that. I don't usually go for money-heavy playthroughs, so something somewhat new, I guess. Do I want to do this again? I will lose 50 science, though. I don't think I'm gonna do that again. I think it was already not smart to do that now. So maybe let's do this combo that's gonna give me some science back. We did get some pops, and the hack has arrived here. We'll get. This is gonna take too long. I'm gonna improve image. I'm gonna rehack them. I should probably also put an encryption here and here, and we'll even have enough for an accelerator on Vienna. We have arrived in the sour system. Or sour, actually, no, don't know how to pronounce those guys. We did find some pops which are gonna go to Fachis, very nice. And then Galore. My good buddies, the Galore. I like those guys from the Endless Legend game. It's really, I don't know why I like those so much. But this bonus is just nuts. Because it's science. I think it might not even be like removed, like the 50% on. That was very English. Ooh, castle syndrome, love to see that. Seismic activity. Alright, and some titanium, okay. Obviously we're gonna go for that. Free tag is always worth something. And then remnants. Decent. The remnants, where were they? Down here, right? Actually, it took over the remnants. No, not yet. We did also find the academy over here. Oh, we were the ones to discover. Interesting. It does not look like it continues from here, so I'm gonna need a probe ship there ASAP. Yeah, you're gonna probably have to do that. I hope I can reach any systems from there. Otherwise it's gonna be a short exploration. I mean, I can't just... Oh, there's pirates there, never mind. Why am I even going there? There's pirates there. There should still be like an interesting interaction one can do in this situation, but I just don't know what it might be. But yeah, nothing more for this turn, so let's click on. I should do something with my money. That's my biggest problem with money playthroughs. I just don't know where to spend my money. And what would I go for here? Honestly, like pop-wise, it's decent. Let's put the Zermizal over there. I don't like the... They really messed up the thing, or maybe that was intended, I don't know. I think it's nice to see how much over 100 you are. But yeah. Fail not enough temples description. Ah yeah, if I have all temples then I can build the cathedral. Not sure that's gonna be worth it here. Maybe it is, we'll see. Also relic slots on Empire, I think these are mostly... No, actually they were also changed. So like there's now an exploration, an expansion, a diplomatic, and a one that is bound to your current leading party bonus. So I think exploration is like more speed and more vision. Expansion, I don't even know, maybe an additional... what's the word? The cap for the systems. We'll see. I don't actually remember. Cruise has grown and same bug as usually. So let's do that. Actually, we have two probes. Obviously, we have two probes because we changed to the better probes. Forgot about that. So let's get those quickly, and then I'm just gonna go. I think you are going to Sirma, and you will make a short stop in Wharton and then go to Merope. More remnants. This system is gonna grow incredibly quickly. I'm happy that I got the other planet immediately. Honestly, the xenotourism agencies are gonna be worth it here because there's gonna be a lot of what are they called? Luxuries here. Also to consider the... I don't even know what it's called because of the naming here. but that gives us science for... But that's just one plant. I don't think that's worth it here. Improvement for one plant that gives us 5 science. Don't think so. Over here... No, neither here. Hyperium and titanium. Nice. We'll be well covered in those basic resources. We don't actually have Hyperium source just yet. Next turn I can assist these guys, and my hack is gonna take way too long to have an effect on that, so should have maybe thought ahead of that. But that would require thinking ahead, and apparently did not do that. So since my ship is very fast anyway, I might just explore what is noticed so that this guy can, I want to say, swim through. Sure, let the ship swim through, you know, ships swim. Or float, or whatever. In my mind, ships swim. Deal with it. Ooh, I like the cephaloras. They're such beautiful creatures. I don't know why I like them. Industrial sea creatures seems like such an oddity. Also, holy moly, 25 industry per anomaly on system. Yes, please. You might even have to stop a turn here to get that. Ooh, we're gonna get those guys. I want so many of those. I think I'm gonna run over my cap very, very quickly. I have this Sermizala now, so let's assist them. Ruin type curiosities, that's gonna happen sooner or later anyway, that's not a big deal. We did find high energy plasma sphere. Don't care. Shatter Crust, don't care. As long as we're not sit down there yet, doesn't matter. The minor factions have hacking capabilities now. We are amicable. Remnants are now somewhat happy with us. Then again, I'm not sure I'm even going to bother trying to get those. Luxuries that we don't have, but that also means we're not gonna be like focusing on those luxuries. I think I might not get the remnants. If I try to get too many, it's not gonna go well anyway. So, what to do here? Honestly, I'm soon running out of options of nice things to build. I mean, what's that? That's like... How many pops do I have? 6 times 2. That's not a lot of food. I mean, might as well get this one then, and distribute some pops from the capital afterwards. How quickly? I mean, the pop growth is quite decent, honestly. I might go more in on money making. I don't get anything from approval, but then again, how more systems? I mean, disabling, that's 30 approval we'll lose. That's gonna go back to like neutral. That is just one short of ecstatic. Honestly, I don't think I will disable the law yet. I think it's still very beneficial to us. Maybe it's time for ships then. Because everything else does not give me like a big bonus right now. This is 10 food plus 10%. It's like 19 food. It's better than the other one. It takes quite a while. I think I'll go starting on ships. Let's quickly make the designs ready. So maybe something for ship designs that you might not be familiar with. Let's start here with the Squire, right? So if we look at things like rockets, rockets do a lot of damage at low DPS, or rather not low DPS, but they're like single shot with lots of damage. And given that this is an attacker class ship, it focuses fire together with other attack ships. Actually here, focus. So that means all attack ships will target the same enemy ships. That means you'll just have 50 rockets, I don't know, 50 rockets flying at one single ship, overkilling it like by a large amount. So rockets are just really, really terrible on attack ships. Which is why we're going for something different here. And I'm actually not sure what. The beams are decent, 19 DPS. Yeah, I think it's probably it. So we're gonna be broadsiding with beams. I think that's pretty decent. We'll have front-facing plating as well as shields in the center. Doesn't actually matter, just like to do that. You know, like there's a hard part, so we're gonna put the hard thing on it. Yeah, I think that's a decent design. Some beams, they're good at all ranges. I like that as well. And then usually what you want to do is you want to put your missiles on something like wardens, because they don't focus fire. They just shoot at attack ships. And they don't focus together with other ships. So, you know, like attack ships are unlikely to have big defenses, so you can easily shoot them down. But what also works very well is to use your scout ships if it has any decent weapon slots, that is. Ours does, luckily, so we can really abuse that. I don't think I'm gonna use the swarm missiles. I think these are kind of like glass cannons, and I intend to use them as glass cannons. I'm also going to put the kinetic enhancer on there. It is making a somewhat decent difference. Engine, and generally, if you only have one defense module available, I always recommend shields. Not only do they give like a bigger bonus than plating, if you look here, like those percentages, the absorption percentage, if it's a shield, will have 55%. If it's plating, it's only 33%. Difference is this plating applies to the whole HP basically. So we'll have the 1800 with 33% damage reduction against mostly kinetics. But for me, the biggest difference is, like here we'll have only half that reduction, like only like 700 out of those 1800 it was before. But we catch more bullets basically. So not only is it great against kinetic weapons like missiles and slugs here, but also comparing the penetration values, like if you look here, shield penetration is 50%. So I'm not actually sure how this is gonna work with the shield absorption 1 minus. Yeah, it's gonna be half of that. So it's gonna be 25% of damage is gonna be absorbed per shield from slugs. These have 60% penetration. It's gonna be a bit less than that. However, if you look here, the penetration values for against armor is way higher. Obviously, the one against the defense that you're good against, like this 20% against hull, 10% against hull, you know, that's what the hull is good for. But you want to check the ones that it's not good for. So the lasers are actually phenomenal against, you know, just hull. The hull plating has basically no influence on lasers. Same goes with beams. Beams are even better at that. So that difference is for me another reason to go shields. It is more total HP that you get. It is more absorption that you get, and yeah, I think it's just a better version overall. It's also it recovers after every fight, so it's like dependable HP. And I've talked about modules way too long. Let's give this thing a name. I like Barracuda as a name for a ship that carries missiles, or torpedoes in this case. Have done so in many games before. I don't know why I like doing that so much, but hey, that's just me. I think we're gonna go like with 1-1-1 ratio of those ships. That means we'll need a good defender, and as I very often do, I'll put the slugs on the defender, because they're gonna be focus fired on, and they might even help other ships. I'm not actually sure whether this last part actually works. They say it works, but I'm not sure whether you can even observe that. That's the word. So yeah, I think that's a decent design. 2 defensive weapon, engine, and defenses. Pretty decent and safe. And then we'll just do something like let's go with those 2 first, and defender. Then we'll have another Barracuda, another defender, and another squire. I think that's a decent sized fleet. I don't think we'll need more for a while. Also, yeah, I can still put some buildings in between. I might even buy it out if I have anything important build. Also, I should probably do something about buying out here. If I get the planet, I don't get an immediate bonus, but I might get something like... It's like 15 food. Food is not too bad here. This might actually be worth more. That's like 30. But then again, I can't buy that. Let's just accelerate the process. Okay, so that was very close by. Let's just go back. You have arrived here. Let's just get those out of the way. It's only 2 anyway, so there's no time wasted here. So then we just go up there and do some exploration. That's what we need to do there. We found pilgrims. Man, this system is doing so well. We get remnants here, pilgrims there. We've already found amoeba and remnants. That one is our own. That's crazy, man. Crazy. We also found some antimatter. I like that. Ooh, that was a big purple cloud. It looked funny in front of the ships, or behind the ships, I should say. So you're just gonna wait, I suppose. I mean, no, it doesn't even matter to go back down there. Yeah. And I think that's it for today. We're at turn 15, and I don't even know how long that took, but I'm pretty sure it's more than an hour. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I do have to say, so far, the gameplay seems quite refreshed with the Nakalim. I did not get any of the immediate turndowns that I usually have with them, but that also might just be with the starting situation here. Starting next to 4 minor factions and then finding another 4 close by, that's just nuts. I mean, like, if Amplitude wanted to design a starting scenario to just spoil me to talk well about the Nakalim, I think that's how you do it. I don't know how much influence the Nakalim actually had in that, because, you know, like, we found some curiosities. We did see already all of that, so maybe that's like an immediate good feel moment. But yeah, I'm actually quite curious how that's gonna go from here. Yeah, looking forward to continuing this playthrough. With that, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.